So I know I read this in a Zig Ziglar book one time, but I couldn't find it when I was doing the research. But in the book, he's talking with a prospect. I think he's talking about selling cars, but anyway, it goes something like this. So the prospect says, well, I really like this car, but the price is too high. And that's all Zig Ziglar says back to him is, the price is too high. And then the prospect just kind of starts talking and kind of babbling. He's like, well, yeah, it seems high. Well, it's not, it's not super high, but it's kind of high. Like, it's high for me, in my family. It might not be high for everybody, but I kind of think, well, I guess it's not that high, And basically, just by him repeating it back with inflection, and just like, in a way that Zig Ziglar does very well, the person just starts talking and Zig doesn't say anything back. Like, even if the prospect pauses, he doesn't let him out of it. Zig Ziglar just, he doesn't say anything. So the prospect just keeps going to the point where he basically sells it to himself. And so I always liked that and thought it was interesting, and wanted to apply that to other things. And in this case, it's to, if you want to dig deeper so you can really understand what the prospect wants. So if you're getting, whether it's, in a restaurant, or maybe you're selling shoes or whatever it is, but, an example, in a restaurant, you want to really understand what the people want and what would make a good experience for them, or what tastes they have, so they can have a good experience and really love the food that they eat. So someone says, well, I don't want anything spicy. And then you just recite it back, you don't want anything spicy, okay. And then they say, well, it could be a little spicy, I just don't want it too spicy. Like, depending on too spicy. Well, I don't, and they can keep talking and you can keep at, so you don't want it too spicy. Well, yeah, I don't want it too spicy, but you keep repeating things back, not in a weird way, but just in the right way, and I think I started using this idea with people, and I found that it really just opens them up. You just repeat it back, and again, you don't just repeat the word back, but you say it in a conversational way, and let them talk, and you don't have to repeat. Like, if they start to slow down, a lot of people feel the need to start talking, kind of let them off the hook, so to speak, but just stay paused and let them keep talking and ask follow-up questions, and they basically talk themselves into what they want without you doing a lot of talking, which makes it easier on you. But also, when you leave and someone did all the talking, it leaves them with a better feeling. So you feel like, boy, that person was awesome to talk with, even though I may have said 5 words and that person said 500 words. They felt like it was a good conversation. So I started using that, and then I made the connection to the Zig Ziglar thing in sales, but I was just using it to dig a little deeper, peel back the onion, so to speak.